Drunk driving accidents and dram shop liability. When a drunk driver causes a serious crash in Connecticut, victims and their families suffer devastating injuries, mounting medical bills, lost wages, and deep emotional trauma. Waterbury car accident lawyer Dan Petroskey notes that most people understand they can sue the impaired driver, but few know that the law lets them hold the bar or restaurant that overserved the driver accountable. The need for accountability is clear. Hartford has one of the nation's highest rates of fatal DUI crashes. Waterbury also appears on the list, and an average of 79 impaired driving crashes occur during the Thanksgiving holiday period, causing 72 injuries and 8 deaths. Major streets in Waterbury see many alcohol-related wrecks. Connecticut's dram shop statute, Section 3102, provides that if an establishment sells alcohol to an intoxicated person who later injures someone, the seller must pay damages. This statute imposes strict liability. Victims must prove only that the establishment served an already intoxicated patron and that the patron's intoxication caused injury. They do not need to show that the drinks consumed at the bar caused the intoxication. The term, sell, is interpreted broadly to include furnishing alcohol, so the law applies even when drinks are complimentary. Dram shop liability encompasses any business licensed to sell alcohol: bars, restaurants, liquor stores, hotels, event venues, and stadiums. Connecticut does not impose social host liability for serving intoxicated adults. A successful dram shop claim requires showing that the patron exhibited visible signs of intoxication that the server should have noticed. Common indicators include slurred speech, unsteady movements, bloodshot eyes, aggressive behavior, or obvious drowsiness, and a high blood alcohol concentration alone is not enough. Plaintiffs build cases using eyewitness accounts, surveillance videos, receipts, police reports, and evidence of staff training. Connecticut caps dram shop damages at $250,000. Victims should simultaneously pursue a personal injury claim against the drunk driver, whose insurance and assets are not subject to the cap. Recoverable losses include medical bills, rehabilitation, pain and suffering, emotional distress, reduced quality of life, and permanent injury. Families of those killed may pursue a wrongful death case. Strict procedural rules make quick action essential. Injured people must give the seller written notice within 120 days of the injury, extended to 180 days if the victim dies or becomes incapacitated, and the notice must identify the intoxicated person, describe when and where the alcohol was sold, state where and when the injury occurred, and list the injuries. The lawsuit must be filed within 1 year of the accident, significantly shorter than Connecticut's usual 2-year statute of limitations. Courts strictly enforce these deadlines, so prompt consultation with an attorney is vital. In extreme situations, victims may also sue for recklessness. Evidence that staff repeatedly served an obviously impaired patron, ignored a pattern of overserving, or continued service after disturbances can support a claim for reckless service of alcohol. Such conduct can open the door to damages beyond the dram shop cap. Holding establishments accountable has broader benefits. Dram shop claims motivate businesses to train employees, monitor patrons, and refuse service when appropriate. They provide an additional source of compensation because bars and restaurants carry substantial liability insurance, whereas drunk drivers often have inadequate coverage. By sharing responsibility for preventing impaired driving, these claims help deter future tragedies. Drunk driving accidents inflict lasting physical, emotional, and financial harm. Victims deserve justice not just from the driver but also from any establishment that contributed to the tragedy. DeFronzo and Petroskey, P.C., located at 255 Bank Street No. 2B, Waterbury, Connecticut, 06702, is a law firm with decades of experience. Managing partner Dan Petroskey focuses exclusively on personal injury cases and has represented thousands of clients. Recognized by super lawyers and best lawyers, he believes every injured person deserves personal attention and strong representation. If you or a loved one has been injured by a drunk driver, contact the law firm of DeFronzo and Petroskey, PC at 203-756-7408 for a free consultation. Their dedicated lawyers will fight to protect your rights and help you rebuild your life.